I'm sorry, you seem very, this couple here, you seem very, yes, you seem very, you were dragged here. I get it. You were dragged a little bit. You're slightly disappointed. What is it, some of the language? You're a nurse. Well, so here's the question. Why aren't you at work? I mean, no, I'm just being very legitimate. Okay. Well, let me ask you, when you signed up to be a nurse, did you understand that at one time people might get sick? Like, I understand as a comedian that when I say things, people can get mad at me even though they're jokes. I understand that. In the same way that you would understand people would get sick. Right? Right. I know, and it's very, very sad. But I'm making jokes, and there's a lot of people that have been dying. There's people dying because their businesses are closed. There's people dying because they can't make any money. There's people dying because they're suffering from drug and alcohol addiction. There's people dying because they're alienated from their communities. There's people dying because this government that shut everything down is not giving them checks. And I know that's not your fault. But I've made fun of all of that tonight. It's not just about you. I've made fun of everything that's fucked up that's happening, truly. I've made fun of everything. Everything, including myself. I've made fun of everybody. You know? And listen, if I collapse up here, I want you to remember these are jokes. So if I collapse, come up here and be a hero. But I don't want you to be offended. These are jokes. You have to understand that jokes are to say ridiculous things so that people can laugh at it. Nobody's ungrateful for what nurses do, but these are jokes. If they were serious, they wouldn't be funny. Do you see what I mean? Like if I was making serious statements, no one would laugh, but because they are absurd, because they are ridiculous, they are jokes. You know what I mean? That's what it is. And I know that people don't understand jokes anymore. People don't understand jokes, but that's what they are. They're just jokes. They're not meant to be hurtful. They're not meant to be rude. You know, and I understand that you're probably offended. And there is an internet, and you can go to it and write a lot of mean things about me. Many have before, and they will again. And that's okay, but I'm sorry that you're offended, but these are literally just jokes. They're just jokes, okay? That's really what it is. I mean, that's what it is. They're jokes. They're jokes, you know? Except the part about the nurses. I'm serious about that. My name is Dillon. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Good luck.